The world of fashion is in deep sorrow. On the 4th of September 2025, Giorgio Armani, the iconic Italian designer and billionaire, passed away peacefully at his home in Milan. He was 91 years old. His passing was attributed to natural causes, the result of a long and graceful life. Armani's death marks the end of an extraordinary era, one defined by timeless elegance, quiet confidence, and the transformation of how the world understands luxury. Early life and family background. Giorgio Armani was born in the northern Italian town of Piacenza on the 11th of July 1934. His father, Ugo Armani, was an accountant for a transport company, while his mother, Maria Raimondi, devoted herself to raising the family. Armani grew up with his older brother Sergio and younger sister Rosanna. As a boy, Armani dreamed of becoming a doctor. He studied medicine at the University of Milan for 3 years, but eventually left, realizing his true passion lay elsewhere. His medical background, however, played an unexpected role later when he served in the Italian army and was assigned to work in a military hospital. That brief exposure to both structure and artistry pushed him to pursue something far more creative: career beginnings. In 1957, Armani took a job at La Rinascente, a popular department store in Milan. He started as a window dresser, learning how presentation could shape perception. Later, he worked as a menswear salesman, where he observed the relationship between style and identity. By the mid-1960s, Armani was designing for Nino Cerruti, one of Italy's premier fashion houses. It was during this time that he met Sergio Galliotti, an architect and draftsman. Their personal and professional partnership became the foundation of Armani's future empire. With Galliotti's encouragement, Armani launched his own design office in 1973. Just 2 years later, in 1975, Giorgio Armani S.p.A. was born. His debut collection was a revolution clothing that combined precision tailoring with relaxed elegance. His designs allowed people to look powerful without appearing rigid, chic without being overdressed. Rise to global fame. Armani's rise was meteoric. In the 1980s, his designs became synonymous with Hollywood glamour. When actor Richard Gere wore Armani's clothing in the film American Gigolo, the world took notice. Armani quickly became the go-to designer for actors, celebrities, and business leaders who wanted sophistication and power without excess. He expanded his brand across perfumes, eyewear, cosmetics, and accessories. Armani Exchange brought his style to younger audiences at more accessible prices, while Emporio Armani targeted the global middle market with trend-driven fashion. By 2001, Armani was hailed as the most successful designer of Italian origin, innovations, and achievement. Throughout his career, Armani set trends rather than followed them. He pioneered the concept of red carpet fashion, changing how celebrities dressed for award shows. He became the first luxury designer to ban dangerously thin models from his runways, promoting healthier standards in the fashion world. Armani's influence extended far beyond clothing. He designed costumes for over 100 films, including the iconic wardrobe of The Untouchables. He collaborated with L'Oreal to create Armani Beauty, now one of the top luxury cosmetics lines worldwide. He expanded into architecture and lifestyle, designing hotels in Dubai and Milan, complete with Armani residences and Armani Casa furnishings. His hotel inside the Burj Khalifa became a symbol of how far fashion could extend into everyday life, personal life, and relationships. Despite being a global icon, Armani was intensely private. In interviews, he admitted to having relationships with both men and women, though his most important relationship was with Sergio Galliotti, his business partner and life partner, until Galliotti's passing in 1985. Armani often said Galliotti's spirit continued to inspire him even decades later. Outside of work, Armani enjoyed a refined but modest lifestyle. He spent much of his free time aboard his luxurious yacht, traveling the Mediterranean. He was also passionate about sports, serving as president of the Olimpia Milano basketball team and designing uniforms for both Olympic and professional teams. Lifestyle and net worth. By the time of his passing in 2025, Armani's empire was worth more than 11.5 billion euros, making him one of the wealthiest fashion designers in history and the richest LGBTQ figure in the world. Though immensely wealthy, Armani was known for his simple, disciplined lifestyle. He preferred tailored clothing, strict daily routines, and close family ties. His wealth was visible in his properties, yachts, and art collections, but his life was defined more by creativity and vision than by extravagance. Cause of death. According to family sources, Giorgio Armani died from natural causes. In his final moments, he was surrounded by loved ones, including close relatives and longtime companions who had stood by him through his remarkable journey. After nearly 7 decades of innovation in fashion, design, and lifestyle, Armani left the world as peacefully as he lived, graceful, elegant, and dignified. Interesting facts. Armani designed uniforms for Italy's Olympic teams in both Turin 2006 and London 2012. He created official suits for Chelsea Football Club and the England national football team. He collaborated with music legends like Eric Clapton and designed stage outfits for Lady Gaga. Armani was the first designer to stream a fashion show live on the internet in 2007. In 2019, he launched a fine jewelry collection that became a red carpet favorite. Legacy and final tribute. Giorgio Armani's legacy cannot be measured in wealth alone. He transformed how people dressed, how they viewed themselves, and how fashion interacted with film, sport, architecture, and culture. He bridged the gap between luxury and accessibility, ensuring that elegance could be worn by everyone, not just the elite. He was an artist, a businessman, a pioneer, and above all, a visionary. Armani once said, "Elegance is not about being noticed, it's about being remembered." And remembered he will be. From Hollywood to Milan, from the red carpet to Olympic stadiums, Giorgio Armani's influence remains timeless. His passing marks the close of a remarkable chapter, but his name and designs will live forever. Rest in peace, Giorgio Armani. The world of fashion will never forget you.